Morning, happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. I did, because I made a decision that's been bugging me. And I mean, driving me nuts. Morning, noon and night kind of nuts. Do you know the decision sort of thing I mean? Okay, where you have it on your mind constantly. It becomes almost an obsession. And that is where I've been constantly. In fact, I thought I'd made the decision twice already, but actually I think deep down I knew I hadn't made the decision until yesterday when I definitely made the decision. And you see, when you're in a decision-making process, it's painful because there's so many different elements. The fact that you're making a decision in the first place means you have choices, which you think is painful, but is actually powerful because so many times you're stuck and feel disempowered because you don't have choices. So if you're having to make a decision, it means there's more than one way, thing, feeling, behaviour, outcome that you are trying to seek. And so this decision for me was buying my wedding dress. So I'm getting married at 12 weeks on Thursday. And actually, you're going to be like, what? I already bought 2 wedding dresses. Now, I knew though they weren't the right wedding dresses because I was still looking at wedding dresses. So it's a bit like when you choose a job, think about this back in your life, and you started that job, you were still looking for a job. So you weren't in the right job. If you have a partner and you're still having one eye open, thinking about what that potentially could be, then you're not with the right partner. If you are, and actually I'm on loads and loads of Facebook groups for brides. Honestly, they are the most supportive crowd I've ever met. And they're all like looking at venues and they've booked their venue, but they're still looking at venues. You haven't chosen the right venue. So your decision has to feel right. You have to stop then thinking about it. It has to feel right in your gut, in your heart, in your soul, that sense of inner knowing. And then you will effortlessly take action. So if there's something in your life, and I don't know who I'm talking to today, that you're thinking, no, I've made that decision, but I haven't taken action. You haven't made the decision. Let me tell you, if you've made a decision, you take action because you know it's right? So I bought 2 wedding dresses and I was so busy thinking, oh, but I could change that on there and I could add that there and I could take that off there. It wasn't the right dress on either of the previous occasions. And I now 100% know that because the dress I bought yesterday, just anything I do to it will enhance its absolute beauty and gorgeousness. It's absolutely the right wedding dress for me. And all of a sudden I'm removing. I don't know if you lost me there. I don't know if I was still there. I've got 2 internets here, so we're in the middle of Norfolk and it's really windy, so I think it probably took our internet down there. So yes, so I know I've made the right decision now, with absolute, unequivocally, no doubt whatsoever, and now I should be accessorizing like a queen. So I want you to think about a decision that you haven't made yet, or a decision you think you've made but not taken action. Go back to the decision and work out if there's some stuff you haven't quite settled on, you haven't quite decided, doesn't feel in alignment, not quite right. Sometimes you'll be driving yourself crazy with a decision and maybe you haven't got all the information or it's not the right time. And if that is the case, just allow yourself some space and believe that you will make the right decision when you have the right information at the right time. And so, what decision can you make? It may be that you're just scared, in which case you need to speak to somebody and help you to work through what that fear is, because fear is usually false evidence appearing real. Fear is based on something that happened in the past or your absolute fear of something that might happen in the future. It's very rarely based on the current. So if you're having any trouble making decisions, give me a shout out for a 15-minute free laser coaching call that will help you get that shit sorted. And if you have made a decision and not taken action, just revisit it and try and understand what is holding you back still. Maybe it hasn't been the right decision or you're still waiting for some information or affirmation. Good luck. I look forward to seeing you soon, and you will be seeing this dress soon. 12 weeks.